If you can just sort of run me through how this started.
On May 24th, I came back from vacation, was listening to executive session minutes. We were going to release the minutes of executive session that night, and I listened to 2 or 3 videos and then listened to the last one, and that's when I realized that it was just me and Kyle in his office, and he was audio taping me. I contacted the town council, and town council contacted the Attorney General.
So you had no idea that he was recording you in his office when this happened?
Not until that day, on the 24th, when I heard it.
What did you think when you heard that?
I was shocked. I just couldn't believe that somebody would do something like that. And the more I go into the day and the longer I think about it, it becomes really troublesome to me. I can't imagine why somebody would tape somebody, and what was the purpose of using those tapes. So my job, to me as selectman, was to make sure that I protected the town and I protected the employees in town hall.
So you had no hesitation going to the town council?
No. I might have hesitated for a minute, thinking what would be the retributions, what was going to happen with the town, but I knew it was the right thing to do. My fear was that somewhere down the road, not knowing what the tapes were used for, is what would they actually be used for, if they would sway somebody's decision. If, you know, there was on the tape and he said, well, I remember when you said this or you did this, and I have it on audio tape. I didn't want any decisions that were being made for the town being swayed by an audio tape, because I couldn't be sure that I was the only one.
Right. And now that you've found out everything that's come out in the last...
I'm trying to shut it off.
Now with what's come out in the last 24 hours, I mean, boy, what's your reaction after hearing all this?
I'm devastated. I had no idea that they would find all the different things that they found in here. To me, it was one audio tape and that was it. My concern now is just for the town employees, and to make sure that they're comfortable and confident that the building's safe. And we'll do everything we can to ensure it.
Did you have any, I mean, was it shot, I mean, knowing you had been recorded, but to find out all the more even
right, just to know that I
thing.
was recorded was bad enough to me. I mean, I knew that it was illegal to tape somebody, but then to find out all the other stuff is just, it's disgusting.
And now this, we're in the room of...
This is Mrs. Rocco's office. The administration office, basically.
The administration office. And he had allegedly planted a microphone here in her office. Where did he have?
It was in this plant.
So if the microphone was there, that would be going back to his office, which is
I think it was an audio microphone, so he would tape it, and then he could just take it out of the plant at any time.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add about what?
Yeah, I think it's just devastating to the town, and hopefully he'll have his day in court, I guess.
And the town has, I mean, you have to wonder, he's applied for several jobs lately. I mean, you have to wonder, was his decision to maybe move along because of things he had recorded from other people?
I have no idea what was in Kyle's mind when he decided to do any of this. I mean, I can't get inside his head and figure out why he was doing what he was doing.
How's the staff holding up with all the relevations?
I think they'll be okay. That we have we'll have an interim administrator. Hopefully we'll appoint that person on Thursday night, and he'll be a great actor to Town Hall. He's very soothing, very calming, and I think he'll be able to help the employees in the Town Hall. But we'll do everything we can to help the employees and make sure they feel safe.
I did not find out anything about it until 6 o'clock last evening, when I stepped into this very office to start the business of our normally scheduled Monday evening selectmen's meeting. It wasn't until then that there was 6 or 8 officers from the state police here in the office, securing everything in the office. They then led me into the conference room and described to me what their function was at that time. So I didn't know anything until 6 o'clock last night.
And did they go into any details about what the investigation entailed at that point?
The only thing that they would tell me was that they were acting on a complaint registered with the Middlesex County District's Attorney's Office involving private recording of conversations within this office.
Okay, and as we see, there's been a lot of, the room's been disturbed from their search, so they searched up in the ceiling here?
They did a complete search of the entire building. It clearly focused on this room primarily because this was Mr. Keady's office. They looked into the ceilings and basically behind every book and under every nook and corner that they could look behind. But then they extended their search to the remainder of the building and secured each and every room individually within the building.
So they were going through the ceilings like this,
yes.
Moving the tiles.
Yes.
And what's your reaction now, knowing what you know about the case?
Well, my reaction is I'm actually appalled. I really don't think this is much different from child molestation. Whether it involves children or adults, it's still molestation when you are secretly taking pictures or making recordings of anyone without their knowing it. It's certainly a form of molestation, and it's quite appalling. This is nothing that this small community needed at this time.
Was there any hint or anything that would have made anyone here think something like this could be going on?
Absolutely none on my behalf. I honestly did not know anything until I stepped into a room of state police officers last night at 6 o'clock. How
has the staff here and the community itself reacted hearing these charges so far?
They're all clearly quite upset, particularly the female staff in the building. Allegations have it that Mr. Keady had recording devices, video recording devices, located in the ladies' bathrooms.
So obviously that has people quite upset. Is everyone in work today, or did some people given the opportunity to take the day off?
We actually offered a couple of people that had the opportunity to take the day off. They were clearly distraught about this. Most of the employees actually did put in a full day's worth of work today.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add to?
No, other than that I would like to express my sympathy for the Keady family. Certainly this is just as difficult a time for the family to have to be put through something like this, and my heartfelt sympathies goes out to Mr. Keady's family.
Thousands of pictures. Well, as a victim of sexual abuse, I find that exceedingly offensive. I feel bad for his son and for his mother. Good people, but I don't know where he went wrong.
Prior to this, what was your opinion of him?
I don't want to make any political statements.
How about just as a person? I know his name is very well known. The town hall's on Keady Way.
Yeah, I don't think that went through a vote for people. I think it's named after his father, but it's just very, very sad. I've had a lot of dealings with him for different town boards that I've been on, and it's just, never suspected this.
He said he didn't trust anyone. He didn't know who was on his side, so that was why he was even...
Really?
When he put like an audio device in his secretary's plant on her desk to record her conversations.
I thought they were very good friends.
What's the family reputation? Obviously, the family has a long name in the town.
His mother's an awesome woman. His son's a very, very nice young guy. And those are the people I feel sorry for. I feel very sorry for his mother and especially his son.
His mom bailed him out today.
You know, that's his son.
And you currently work for the town, or you have?
I'm a constable in the town of Shirley, and I'm on the Council on Aging.
So you're in that building all the time?
Very much. Very much.
Will you say and spell your name for us, please?
What were you told? There was, I don't know if wiretapping is correct. I heard there were cameras and mics in different buildings, but this was all rumor.
Have people been talking about it for a long time?
This is the first I heard of it today.
Thank you. Well, are you shocked that this would be coming from the administrator?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I knew he was very political, and there was questions whether he was going to be reappointed. I know he applied here in Air, but I heard that he hadn't even made the first cut. He was going to Pepperell and did a lot of things that they didn't like, so he lost that, position. A lot of arguing in between board members about him. So it's probably that I wish he had just moved on.
What else were you told about the wiretapping? Any location, that sort of thing?
I just heard it was in every room.
In every room?
In every room, yeah. But this is just rumors that the people in the office, I mean, everybody in the building's upset.
So how do you feel knowing that, you might have been taped?
Sad. Sad. I know, a few times, a lot of people sometimes go in the bathrooms to talk. If it's a private conversation. I know there was something had happened in the town building, and one time one of the women there was upset, so we were trying to talk, and people kept going by, so we went in the ladies' room and talked for a couple minutes, but, apparently now everybody heard that conversation.